Welcome to Nirvana Edge. This is the 5th video in the series where we are creating WordPress wizards. Today I want to talk about the media library and portfolio items. So let's look at the media library for this website. One thing I like to do is these are just a bunch of Shutterstock photos, but what I like to do is process them so that I have a color version and a black and white version. And then I can use both on the website, and it adds interest to the website. So in this case, we're creating websites for 5 different persons, and there's a lot of images in here, each of which were chosen by some of them. So I installed a plugin called Enhanced Media Library Pro. It cost me $20, and that allows me to sort. So I add categories to the images, and then I can just see the images that pertain to the particular person that I'm building the website for. So to upload an image, it's very simple. Just drop an image. You just open the media library and drop an image on there, and it uploads it. When the upload happens, it creates about 10 different versions of the image that are appropriate for different layouts in the Unfold theme. So in this case, there's my new image. Let's categorize it. And then you want to add an alt tag. An alt tag is a description of the image, but it's a good place to put keywords and phrases. So anytime you select an image, you're taken to that image library, and you can select an image that's already there, or you can upload a new image. Let's take a look at this page, the media lib, or on this website. Here's the front end. You can see that I have some rows of images, titles, a horizontal bar, and some copy. So let's look at what it means by the theme creating different size images. So if I swap out this image, it's going to let me choose over here how big I want it. So some of these, depending on the aspect ratio of the image you uploaded, you have sizes that are wider and less tall, sizes that are even wider and shorter, and then sizes that are closer to a square. So the main thing when doing the kind of layout that I just showed you is to make sure they're all the same size. So here's more of a square image, and it would come in looking like that. So depending on where you're at where you're doing layout, you might want an image that's more narrow and skinny, or you might want to place an image that is taller and thinner. So a lot of times you'll get this drop down, and you have to decide which size. So the media library is pretty straightforward. It's just a repository in the WordPress website that holds all your images, and whenever you need to select an image, you're taken there to do so. So let's talk for a minute about the portfolio items. So here's what a portfolio looks like. It can be with thumbnails like so, and a light box, or it can be an animated portfolio like this. there's an Ajax portfolio, which looks like this. And then when I click on one of them, it opens above, and there's various images associated with that portfolio item. You can set up stuff like this with short codes to display your client, task, skills involved. And then if you click here, it goes to the next item in the portfolio. You can see that corresponds to the pictures below. Here's a portfolio that's on all the chiropractor websites. And he's used it to do steps 1 through 8 in an introductory process. These are all images that I took in Shane's office, so it's another thing that I can help you with if you want simple photography for products or your staff, etc. So we click here, and there's a couple of images associated with this portfolio item, and then step 1, step 2, step 3, and so on. So here's the portfolio items that exist, and if you add a new portfolio, it's similar to a page. Let's just look at one that exists already. You have the quick edit functionality as before. In this case, you can use the Avia Layout Builder. It starts to become pretty endless what you can produce. But here's your preview images. You'll have to put those up. This is the copy that goes on the page. And then you'll want to upload a featured image over here. So again, most of you are probably going to be doing copy edits. Like if we look here, this is number 6, Principal Doctor's Report. So the report is held in a group setting, and that's the copy that is right here. Okay. And then the image that shows up down here is the featured image. And then the images that show up up here in the slider are these images here. And again, if we want to add images, we just click on Add Preview Images. We're taken to the Media Gallery. We have the choice of dropping an image on here and uploading it. But this is the actual gallery, so I can click on one of these images, caption it, etc. You can see that there's an alt tag in there with SEO keywords, or I can add to the gallery. It takes me to the image library. I want to add the runner, add him to the gallery. So in the edit gallery mode, I can drag these around and change the order. Okay. And that's pretty much everything I want to talk about on portfolios. So thanks for tuning in to learn a little bit more about the media library and the portfolio item functionality. See you next time.